Got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it They Couldn't. I said, right, that ain't funny. So to me, it was
when I finally got a real quote. And that is the last time that I haven't gotten a raise since then. And each and every project that I have to fight for that.
You still have to fight.
I have to fight for that. Yeah.
Like, look, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult. It's just a movie. It's like, relax. I don't play that precious nonsense. Oh, move over, get out of here.
Years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money.
About this whole Taraji, you know, I heard I was trending yesterday because...
Girl, let me tell you about the jaw-dropping scandal shaking the streets right now. Word is, Denzel Washington *. Yes, Denzel dropped a bombshell video that's turning Oprah's world upside down. Can you imagine? Of all people, Denzel. This isn't your average gossip. We're talking about something that could rattle the foundation of Oprah's entire empire. That clip? Oh, it's got everyone buzzing. But here's the real question. How is Oprah handling this chaos? And why would Denzel choose now, of all times, to spill the tea? Stay locked in because we're diving deep into this mess. Oprah's been untouchable for decades, but is this the scandal that finally brings her down? You don't want to miss the details. This is the *T of the year.
Is acting like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, gee golly, right? And also, you want to bring in what is it, Marlon? The Wayfair? What's that called?
Oh yeah. So, not like it. Okay. So I'm gonna say it again. There are things I can't tell you here. For those of you who don't know Wayfair, if you haven't been familiar with Wayfair, Wayfair was just like Wish and Amazon. You used to go in there and purchase. The problem was that Wayfair was also involved in selling. Now, you would see like a table with a name, a type of table,
for $100,000.
And it would be for $100,000.
It's crazy.
And people would go and purchase this table. You wouldn't get a table. You'd be purchasing a person.
Sick.
Oprah was involved in all of that. You want to know how she made her money? Just understand that's part of it.
Yeah, don't think that she.
Okay.
Yeah.
She and Obama was pretty damn tight.
Oh yeah, he gave her an award. He gave her an award.
So they know each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
She knew all this while he was a president for 8 years, right? You were telling me you're aware. You don't have the wherewithal to say, "Yo, I have some news that you could deal with some pretty bad things in America and get rid of." Now, what I want you to all understand that 40% of the people being trafficked were of African American type. Okay, so even if you were like she said that old white people need to die, if you're that kind of mindset where you really don't like white people but you use their money, so and that's all I'm going to say about that until my channel.
Okay, let me cut in for a minute. So listen, Marine, this is crazy that you said this, and I'm telling you 100% for a fact this is the truth. So you say anyone with half a brain has to ask, why was America so fascinated with Oprah? She wasn't pretty, she wasn't especially smart. Okay, listen to me. This is crazy that you see, Marine. We friends. See that? Did she call in yesterday?
That's mama.
Okay. Listen, Marine. But really, what you saying is so crazy. I was just talking to my wife about it earlier. I told my wife, I said, you know what's crazy? When I was younger, when Oprah was really jumping off, right? I used to look at her and I used to say, okay, because I'm watching her, and she put on a good show. She put on a good, interesting, intriguing show. But hell, anybody can do that. I mean, not anybody, but most people. Hell, me and Marlon can do that right now. You know what I'm saying? That's not a big deal. And I'm looking at her, and I'm not, trying to be disrespectful, but she's not cute at all. I'm not saying I'm cute, but she's not cute. So then I'm like, okay, and you're overweight. Now we know why. I've always wondered that. I had to throw that in there because I've always wondered that, and now I can see what's going on. But what's dangerous about this is that these kind of people carry spirits. They carry spirits, and when you deal with these people, those spirits will jump in you and have you doing the same old mess, and you won't even realize what you got going on. So that's what's dangerous about dealing with people like her.
All right, let's get into the juicy details of this leaked video that's got everyone's tongues wagging. What's in this mysterious footage? Girl, this isn't your average celebrity mishap. We're talking about something that could shake Oprah's entire career to its core. Can you believe it? America's beloved talk show queen might actually be in some serious hot water. So what's in the video? Rumor has it, Oprah is caught in a seriously compromising situation. And no, this isn't some harmless little blunder. Word on the street is this could completely change how the world sees her. But here's the kicker. Nobody's even seen the full video yet. It's all whispers and wild guesses. Some say the clip is years old, while others are convinced it's fresh. The mystery is driving everyone crazy, and that's what makes this whole situation so explosive. What's fact? What's fiction? And how bad is it really? Stay tuned. This story isn't done unraveling yet.
I want you to understand how many.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
And then you have people like Rose McGowan. I want you to. Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Okay. I won't bring it up, but I'll read it. When she was asked about, understand this, a man who was your friend, 90 women accused him. You get confronted about what you knew, and your response is, of course I didn't know any of this was going on. I think where this movement will eventually lead is not accepting any kind of behavior that disparages you as a human being. Why am I willing to put up with an a-hole? That's part of what I was going, like her pushing to have Dave do certain things and wondering why he wouldn't do certain things and upset with him because he wouldn't do certain things, i.e. dress in a dress. You will see some things happen over time like that on her show that will tell you exactly how she viewed it and what she did. It'll be an obvious thing. It'll be a very obvious thing. Even Dave was saying, yeah, I wasn't down with that. You see them trying to emasculate black men in America, and she's like, well, I don't know if that's what.
If you can see the connection from the school and the camp, the farm that this guy that John had, it's across the water. But if you just look at the location, so if you got time, go back and look at the location. Google it, the distance from the school and the farm, and it seemed like an easy transition. So what made Oprah, which is a double-edged sword, what made her be so hard on empowering women? The actor.
You mean Tyler Perry? Yeah,
Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. See, the problem with these people is that they hurt and they have not turned to God. See, when you don't turn to God and you got this pain in you, you turn around and you inflict that pain on people. And that's what they do. Oprah's doing the same thing. She was molested when she was younger, so allegedly by a family member, and she ended up getting pregnant, and I think she lost the baby or had to abort the baby or whatever. I forgot what it was, but the bottom line is she went through some things, because you never know how that person is going to act out. And this is what she's doing. She put herself in position. How she got in that position exactly down to a T, I don't know, but it's really odd that she blew up like that. And she just, like, come on now, look at her.
I do know how she blew up that way, but like I said, that particular part of things you can't touch here. I'm just saying, I know exactly how she got.
And how did she meet these people? And yeah.
Okay, that I can talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so no name Oprah. She can't really act. I want people to understand that she is not a good actor. She's not a good actress. She is putrid when it comes to the camera.
Now you're probably wondering, how on earth did Denzel even get his hands on this footage? That's the million-dollar question. Some say he's been sitting on it for years, waiting for the perfect moment to drop this bombshell. Others believe it landed in his lap recently. Either way, the fact that Denzel Washington a Hollywood icon, is behind this leak has everyone completely baffled. But let's talk about the ripple effects. If the rumors about this footage are true, Oprah's reputation could take a massive hit. We're talking potential lawsuits, canceled business deals, and maybe even criminal allegations. It's wild to think about, especially since no one knows why Denzel would do this. Did they have a falling out? Did Oprah wrong him in some way? Or is there a deeper story we haven't uncovered yet? One thing is clear, this leak has Oprah scrambling. Sources close to her say she's in full crisis mode, desperately trying to contain the damage. But with how fast news spreads these days, it might already be too late. And let's be real, everyone's on edge, waiting to see what the full video reveals and how this will reshape Oprah's legacy. Whatever's coming next, it's bound to be a game changer.
To give credit and credence to a person who's mocking women. Dylan Mulvaney, I don't think is serious whatsoever. You got a gay man who has a lust for fame, and you try to make a lot of money, which is what Dylan Mulvaney has done. Dylan Mulvaney is not an example of women. He's not even trying to be a woman. He walks around with a 5 o'clock shadow and dresses up in women's clothes and mocks women.
Facts.
He's berating women.
What? And who are you to talk about who a woman is? You're a man. This is absolute nonsense. Who are you to talk about? I'm not telling anyone who a woman is, but I'm certainly not telling someone who isn't a woman.
I've never seen a woman.
Do you think Dylan Mulvaney? You cannot compel people to use
I'm not
language
compelling people,
you
but
want
I
them
want
to
people
use.
to be kind.
I am kind.
I'm
lovely.
You're calling her
kind.
mentally unwell.
He is mentally unwell.
That's not nice. That's very unkind.
I'm
Everyone
sorry.
on this panel so far has had zero
if
empathy
you saw
for
someone-
any of the people we're discussing.
You've had no empathy.
You don't want to hear other people's opinions.
Then Riley has
you don't want to hear
anyone
other people's
else.
opinions.
Yeah, Brandon, coming to you.
Everyone has an opinion. I think love is telling people the truth and being consistent across the board. Dylan Mulvaney is crazy.
Where's the dignity?
Now let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Where's the respect?
Let's put this in perspective.
Where's the respect?
Because I think people get caught up in the gender role thing. Listen, that they did stereotypically what black people would do. We would be outraged.
We would.
It would be a sham.
I agree.
We would not accept it. And so we shouldn't do that. What Dylan Mulvaney is doing is wearing women face. The person is not a woman. He's not trying to be a woman. He's impersonating.
We've been diving into this leaked video drama, but let's cut to the chase. Why would Denzel Washington do this to Oprah? Rumor has it there's more to this story than what's on the surface. Here's the tea. Some say Denzel's been sitting on this footage for a while, just waiting for the perfect moment to let it loose. But why now? What made him drop this bombshell out of nowhere? It's not like they're strangers. Denzel and Oprah have been running in the same circles for years, smiling for the cameras and playing nice. But girl, you know how Hollywood works. Those big smiles and friendly handshakes. Sometimes they're just a front for some deep-seated drama. What's really going on here? That's the question keeping everyone buzzing.
Sport and how you feel it's unfair because you're up against people with
unfair.
A bigger body, right? So do you think it's unfair that someone who's taller than you or has more strength than you can be in the same team? Is that the argument we're making here? Is that what's unfair?
I think it's to do with the criminal.
All right, wait, let's move on. I want to discuss a couple of Oprah Winfrey's fought back tears because she was basically caught taking these weight loss drugs, Ozempic, I think. She said it stopped her blaming herself for being unable to control her body shape with willpower. Of course, she was the front woman for Weight Watchers and had to give that up. But when she was caught not actually doing anything the Weight Watchers tells her to do, but basically taking a tablet to lose weight. I want to play the clip of Oprah talking.
And downright dumpy. Because when I tell you how many times I have blamed myself, because you think I'm smart enough to figure this out, and then to hear all along it's you fighting your brain.
I'm afraid I like Oprah, known her a bit over the years, but she was caught basically defrauding if it wasn't, but she was just caught. Brandon, I mean, to me it was the deceit and the hypocrisy, and I think it's been pretty damaging to Oprah, this, and no amount of her tears, pretty crocodile tears, I think, no amount of that is going to change my view that on this one she really pulled a fast one on the public, and in particular all those women.
This is what they do. You know, she only cried when she got caught. She didn't cry when she was taking those Ozempic pills or whatever the case may be. And then they try to change language. She says she can't change her body shape. Yeah, nobody can change your body shape, but you can change your body weight depending on what you eat. Are you in a caloric deficit or not? Are you working out or not? But she was saying she was working out, giving these young women false hope. Responsibility, we know people cheat, people do stuff. She made it about her and became the victim. Lady, nobody's putting pressure on you about your weight. That only comes from within. I don't care how much I weigh. If I don't care how much I weigh, that's on me. That didn't have nothing to do with society. So she should be ashamed of herself. But this is what celebrities do. They only